Welcome to PacWest Magazine, the radio show. The show about our exciting Pacific West Conference. The PacWest is made up of NCAA Division II universities from Arizona and Utah to California and Hawaii. It's the most beautiful and diverse athletic conference in the entire NCAA. This is Commissioner Bob Hogue, inviting you to join our outstanding coaches, student athletes, and administrators as we talk about the great excitement in the PacWest. Now here's Assistant Commissioner Tom DiCamillo, live from our studios in Santan, Arizona.
It's a glorious day here in the Santan Valley. Tom DiCamillo, Joe Carreiro, and we are live with PacWest Magazine Radio. And after a early monsoon season opener yesterday, that was kind of unusual what happened here yesterday.
I looked out the window 1 minute, it was totally fine. My dogs were out playing. I looked the next minute and see this giant brown cloud coming towards us. I got them in. You know, the worst thing about these dust storms is they carry a high amount of valley fever.
Yes.
And it's so the animals are so susceptible. The last big one that came through, my bull mastiff Angie, 7, 8 years old, got valley fever.
It's and people don't know it. Obviously, it's a spore that's carried in the dust out in the southwestern United States. So you don't really want to run around in it. But they call those big ones haboobs. Is what they call. And I saw some pictures up here. I was down at in the center part of the state, a little bit further south, and I saw some pictures my wife sent of me of that thing. And what was interesting is that the NCAA Division II Super Regional for men's golf was being held in Litchfield Park. Grand Canyon University was the host and competing. Dixie State College of Utah was competing, and Hawaii Hilo was competing. And they had that with the thunderstorm, and they ended up having to delay for like an hour at one point,
really,
because of that event. And this time of the year, we usually don't get those type of storms, but and then a lot of lightning and thunder, and that's usually the month.
Very strange.
It was. It's usually June, but usually we don't have those delays at this time of the year. But we don't want to delay any further either because it's sunny today, and there'll be no rain out as we announce the PacWest. All PacWest baseball team here live on KQCK. And I know
this is exciting.
I know, Joe, you're always excited about this. It's exclusively on KQCK. And the Pacific West Conference right now has 6 baseball teams in the conference. And the coaches of the Pacific West Conference nominate their players, and it's position-based, similar to what we did with softball last week. First, second, third, short, 3 outfield positions, a catcher, 2 pitcher positions, a reliever, and a designated hitter. We also will announce player of the year, pitcher of the year, newcomer of the year, freshman of the year, and coach of the year. And again, those are all nominated by the coaches of the Pacific West Conference and then voted upon by the coaches of the Pacific West Conference. The PacWest, there is no automatic berth for baseball in the NCAA Division II tournament for the Pacific West Conference yet. The PacWest is obviously expanding. We'll add more baseball teams next year. The minimum number to have is 6, but the Pacific West Conference right now is looking at hopefully to get Dixie State College of Utah in the NCAA Division II tournament. They've jumped to 3rd in the region in the latest rankings, and this is the last week of baseball, and the announcements will come out early next week. And the Division II, I was fortunate enough when I was at Westchester University in Pennsylvania to participate in the NCAA Division II as a sports information director at the NCAA Division II tournament regionals, multiple occasions, and actually go to Division II World Series, Joe. And it's an outstanding experience. Montgomery, Alabama hosted this for a long time, and we were there for 8 days. It's a tremendous tournament. Now it's bounced around the country a little bit, but it would be terrific for the PacWest teams, for Dixie State, if they got an opportunity to have. They have a great facility and a chance to compete in the regional. But today we're going to announce the All PacWest baseball team, and we're going to start with the second team first. And we'll go down position by position, talk a little bit about the players, and then we'll take a break about halfway through and come back with the first team. But for the second team, leading off at first base from California Baptist is Matt Doherty. Matt's a junior from Temecula, California, Temecula Valley High School graduate California Baptist in its first season in the Pacific West Conference, and the Matt, a terrific season for the Lancers, and he earns his first all-conference honor as a second-team member. He had 363 this year, had 35 RBIs, 40 runs scored for the Lancers. At second base, All-Pac-West second-team Colton Yak, a repeat All-Pac-West selection from Dixie State College of Utah. He's out of South Jordan, Utah, Bingham High School. He is he was a first teamer last season, and Colton is hitting 329 in 47 games for the Red Storm. From Hawaii Hilo, the Vulcans at shortstop is John Abreu. Abreu named All Pac-West second team at the shortstop position. And Abreu hitting 259 this year, had 11 RBIs, and 949 fielding percentage, solid season for John Abreu. A familiar name at third base from Kailua, Cale Sumner from Hawaii Pacific University. He earns his third All-Pac-West honor. He was a second-teamer last season, first-teamer in 2010 when he was also named the co-freshman of the year. In fact, in 2010, he was an All-Pac-West first baseman, and this year and last year, he was a third baseman. And that's Cale Sumner from Hawaii Pacific University. Cale's hitting 357 on the season for the Sea Warriors. At the outfield position, we actually have four outfielders because we had a tie. From California Baptist, Zach Esquera, a sophomore from Thatcher, Arizona. A sophomore from La Habra, California. And Zach, terrific season for the Lancers. He's hitting 326 as they prepare for their NCCAA national tournament. Cedric Johnson from Dixie State, along with Garrett Nash from Dixie State. Both players are juniors, and they both have been named All Pac-West second team. Johnson hitting 310 on the season, Nash hitting 291 on the season. And then from Hawaii Pacific University, Derek Nakasato, a freshman outfielder from Honolulu. And Nakasato is hitting 363 on the season, a terrific year for the young Sea Warrior player. So four outfielders named to the second team for the All-Pac-West. At catcher, should be no surprise, Jordan Inamasu, a terrific player from Hawaii Pacific. He's a junior, and Jordan hitting 223 on the season, but a terrific backstop and sort of leading the pitchers, and that's always a key for a good staff is to have a terrific catcher behind the plate. And the pitchers, we actually only have one All-Pac-West second-team pitcher because we have three on the first team because of a tie, and that's Brady Wager, who repeats as an All-Pac-West second-team selection from Grand Canyon University. He's from nearby Globe, Joe, not too far on the edge of Pinell County into
right around the corner,
neighboring county. And Brady Wager, a nice season for the Antelopes. The Antelopes team, up-and-coming team in the Pacific West Conference, a 3.75 ERA. He had a 7-4 record. Workhorse for the Antelopes. He pitched 84 innings this year for Grand Canyon University. And the reliever position, Edward Travado from Hawaii Pacific, a junior out of San Diego, California. And at Travado, 4-2 on the season, 8 saves for the Sea Warriors, among the leaders in saves in the conference. So a terrific season for Travado. And then the designated hitter is Mitch Manning out of Dixie State College of Utah, second teamer out of Roy, Utah. He's a junior, and Manning this year is hitting 299 on the season, 27 RBIs, 27 runs scored, and having a solid season. One of the big reasons Dixie State is in the running for a postseason event. So that's your All-Pac-West second team for 2012. Matt Doherty from California Baptist at first base. Colton Yak from Dixie State at second base. John Abreu from Hawaii Hilo is the shortstop. Cale Sumner earns his third honor for Hawaii Pacific at third base. Zach Esquera from California Baptist is one of four outfielders. Cedric Johnson and Garrett Nash from Dixie State are a pair of outfielders. And then Derek Nakasato from Hawaii Pacific, also an outfielder on the All-Pac-West second team. Jordan Inamasu from Hawaii Pacific is the All-Pac-West second team catcher. Brady Wager from Grand Canyon repeats as a pitcher, Edward Travado is the reliever from Hawaii Pacific University, and Mitch Manning from Dixie State is your designated hitter. So that's your All PacWest second team. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we're going to reveal the All PacWest first team for baseball. I'm Tom DiCamillo along with Joe Carreiro, and you're listening to PacWest Magazine Radio live on KQCKLive.com.
Almost time for that big moment, Tom.
And what is that big moment?
The big reveal of the...
It's the Player of the Year.
That's right.
That's the big one. And it's going to be very interesting this year when we reveal the Player of the Year. I think people are going to be extremely surprised. Something has happened in the PacWest that's never happened before in the Player of the Year voting.
All right. Well, people can find out in just a moment. Please take listen to our sponsors here. We'll be right back with you.
Are you having plumbing or septic problems? No worries. Call Cartwright's Queen Creek Plumbing and Septic Service. Been in the Valley since 1996. Family owned and operated. Proudly serving East Valley and surrounding areas. With a full range of services from drain cleaning, septic tank pumping, general maintenance and repairs, inspections for the sale of your home. They provide excellent and courteous service for all your plumbing and septic needs. We're not satisfied till you are satisfied. Licensed, bonded, and insured. Call today. Cartwright's Queen Creek Plumbing and Septic Service. Contact Denise at 480-987-8051. That's 480-987-8051. Hi, Marie here for wannasing.com. Are you looking for professional DJ or karaoke services for your next holiday party or get-together? wannasing.com can provide the best in sound, lighting, and a professional MC to host your next event. Whether it be a company party, birthday party, wedding, or any occasion, wannasing.com is ready to provide the fun and make it a night to remember for years to come. Call 480-664-8801. That's 480-664-8801. Mention this radio ad and receive a special discount for your next fun event. wannasing.com. Our family pets are such a big part of our lives. That's why Kelly's Critter Clips of Queen Creek and Sun Lakes has been providing pet grooming services for over 10 years. Your dog's comfort is very important to us, so we take the time to treat your pet with care, love, and professional attention it deserves. We welcome any size and breed and feature shampoo and conditioning, styling, flea and tick dips, ear cleaning, nail trimming, and so many other services that will leave your pet looking good and smelling good and feeling great, all at an affordable price. Located in Queen Creek and Sun Lakes, call now for an appointment. 480-655-5066. Kelly's Critter Clips.
We are live in the Santan Valley. Tom DiCamillo, Joe Carreiro, live in the studios, and I always enjoy when your dad sits in for us because I know that he's from New England and he's a big baseball fan. I think that's why he's joined us today, and I know you're a Red Sox fan. You know that's and many years. Yeah, my father-in-law's a Red Sox fan, and he's lamenting what's going on there. Although I'm lamenting what's going on in Phillyland right now. But today we're talking baseball at the college level, and we're revealing the All PacWest baseball team and the second team we've already announced. And now we're going to talk about the first team and some interesting votings going on when we get to the Player of the Years that we alluded before the break. Something's happened in the Player of the Year voting that has never happened before in the Pacific West Conference. But we're going to reveal the All PacWest first team and really some outstanding baseball players and some with some local flavor here, including Pinell County, where we're housed here, Joe, and which is really kind of exciting. But leading off for the All PacWest first team at first base, the junior 6'1" first baseman. He's a lefty from Peoria, Arizona, Centennial High School graduate, Michael Pomeroy out of Grand Canyon University. Pomeroy, a terrific season this year for the Antelopes. He hit .422 in 50 starts for the Antelopes. 45 runs scored. He had 14 doubles. He had a .508 slugging percentage and a .486 on-base percentage, 8 stolen bases. Just an outstanding season for Pomeroy. The highest batting average by far among those nominated for All PacWest first base. So Pomeroy in his first season, first All PacWest nomination, and he earns first-team honors. At second base is a player, an athlete that we had on earlier this year, Joe, a young man by the name of Kevin Odom. He's actually went to Central Arizona College and played for 2 years before transferring to California Baptist. He's an All PacWest first team selection at second base for California Baptist. He's a native of Casa Grande and a graduate of Casa Grande Union High School. So Kevin Odom, All PacWest at second base. He's a first teamer. From Hawaii Pacific University, a familiar name. He was an All PacWest first baseman at third base last year. He moved over to shortstop this year and was named All PacWest for first base, and that is junior shortstop Wade Tamaru from Hawaii Pacific University, and he's at the shortstop position. Wade hit .361 on the season, 25 runs scored, 23 RBIs. I should go back and give Kevin Odom's numbers. Odom hit .374 this year, starting 47 games for the Lancers, 52 runs scored, 6 home runs, 11 doubles. Just simply an outstanding season, a .599 slugging percentage for Kevin Odom. Move on to third base, and we go back to California Baptist University, a sophomore out of Riverside, California, by the name of Blair Moore, who's named All PacWest first base for the Lancers. Moore hit .377. He's hitting .377 this year, 6 homers, 47 runs scored, 48 RBIs this year. It's an outstanding season. 48 RBIs in 48 games played. He's averaging an RBI a game. That's tremendous. Move over to the outfield positions. 3 outfielders, starting off with Hawaii Pacific University, a very familiar name in Blake Amaral. Amaral is a 4-time All PacWest selection, 4-time All PacWest first-team selection. Back in 2009, he was named the newcomer and freshman of the year. In 2011, he was a first-teamer as the designated hitter. But last year in 2009, Amaral was an All PacWest first-teamer as an outfielder. Andy Crowley, a California Baptist player, a freshman out of Highland, California, terrific season this year. Crowley named All PacWest first team. And then out of Grand Canyon University, Derek Mendoza, a junior outfielder out of Mesa, graduate of Red Mountain High School. So those are your 3 outfielders. Statistically, among those 3 outfielders, Amaral hit .358 this year, 36 runs scored, 4 homers, 4 triples, 14 doubles, .537 slugging percentage. Mendoza this year hit .407 in 48 starts, 29 runs scored, 39 RBIs, 16 doubles, a .535 slugging rate. And then also for Andy Crowley, he hit .394 in 48 games, 37 runs, 35 RBIs, 513 slugging percentage. So an outstanding season for those outfielders. One of the top outfield trios probably in the country for Division II if you had put them all together and sort of in an all-star team. At the catcher position, a repeat at first team in Dixie State catcher Joe Andrade. And Andrade, as a senior this year, graduate of San Luis High School in Yuma, and an outstanding catcher. He hit .330 this year, 15 doubles, 44 RBIs in 49 games played, 28 runs scored. Just an outstanding season for the Dixie State catcher. At the pitcher position, we have 3 All PacWest first-team choices. John Bengard from California Baptist, Mike Diedrich from Dixie State College of Utah, and Michael Murray from Hawaii Pacific University. And we had a tie there in some of the voting. That's how you end up with 3 pitchers on that first team. And just looking at some of their numbers in terms of in John Bengard, 10-2 on the season, 3.18 earned run average with 65 strikeouts. And it's you know what? I feel a little dusty today.
You know what? It's from yesterday.
You think?
Yeah, you're just kind of getting it's kind of coming up in your lungs now, I think.
It feels like
Been
it.
feeling that all morning.
I don't think you notice it until you move here from somewhere else. And
That's right.
And it does kind of catch up with you a little bit. But John Bengard, again, 10-2 on the season with a 3.18 earned run average. In terms of Mike Diedrich from Dixie State College of Utah, Diedrich was an All-PacWest first-team choice last season. This year, he had a 2.98 earned run average with a 5-4 record, 53 strikeouts, and he's going to still be playing if Dixie State gets picked for the NCAA tournament. And then the other pitcher, Michael Murray from Hawaii Pacific University, a 2.38 earned run average, 9-3 on the season, terrific season, 61 strikeouts, and he had an outstanding campaign during his junior year. And what's really interesting about this all-conference first team is that there's only 3 seniors on it. So most of these players are going to be back next year. A lot of them are juniors, but we have a lot of underclassmen, sophomore and freshmen. And the last position that we need to mention in the All-PacWest first team, Matt Marnotti from California Baptist University, junior designated hitter. He's a lefty, and he was named All-PacWest first team. He had 366 in 50 games this year, started all 50 games, 71 base hits, 49 run scores, 51 RBIs, over an RBI a game, and a .531 slugging percentage, 11 stolen bases. Just an outstanding season for the California Baptist Junior. So just a quick review on the All-PacWest first team. Michael Pomeroy from Grand Canyon at first base. Kevin Odom from California Baptist at second base. Wade Tamaru from Hawaii Pacific is your shortstop. Blair Moore from California Baptist at third base. The outfield consisting of Blake Amaral of Hawaii Pacific, Andy Crowley of California Baptist, and Derek Mendoza of Grand Canyon. Joe Andrade from Dixie State is your catcher. The pitchers are John Bengard, Mike Diedrich, and Michael Murray. Bengard from Cal Baptist, Diedrich from Dixie State, and Michael Murray from Hawaii Pacific. Your reliever, which we did omit on the first go-round, I skipped over him by mistake, Mark Jarrett from Grand Canyon University. And Mark with a 1.91 earned run average, 9 saves, and just an outstanding season. Batters only hit 191 against him, so we don't want to omit him. He was an All-PacWest first-team reliever in the conference. And what's significant is that he's out of Mesa, Arizona, and a graduate of Red Mountain High School, and was a teammate of Derek Mendoza, also of Grand Canyon. So 2 young players from the same high school playing for Grand Canyon make All-PacWest first team. And then, of course, the designated hitter, Matt Marnotti from California Baptist University. And, Joe, we're going to take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to reveal the PacWest player, pitcher, newcomer, freshman, and coach of the year. You're listening to PacWest Radio on KQCKLive.com.
Are you ready to start taking control of your future and maximize your earning potential? Central Arizona College has smaller class sizes and personalized attention to help you compete in today's tough job market. CAC now serves Santan Valley and Queen Creek. The CAC Santan Center is located in the shops at Copper Basin on Hunt Highway, behind Barrow's Pizza. Stop in and see how taking classes at CAC costs a fraction of a state university, and your credits can transfer. So, if you want to earn real money, you need to learn real skills at Central Arizona College. Enroll in classes today by calling 480-677-7825 or visit www.centralaz.edu or call 480-677-7825 or visit www.centralaz.edu. Central Arizona College, your college, your way.
We're back live on KQCK. Tom DiCamillo, Joe Carreiro. This is PacWest Radio, and we are revealing the All-PacWest baseball team. We've gone through the first and second teams, and now we're going to announce the yearly awards. And these are the top coach, freshman, newcomer, pitcher, and player of the year. First of all, we'll start with the coach of the year. Gary Adcock from California Baptist University, first year in the conference. He led the Lancers to the PacWest Championship, an outstanding season for Gary, and the coaches voted him the PacWest Coach of the Year. Freshman of the Year goes to a freshman or a redshirt freshman in the Pacific West Conference. And this year, the honor goes to California Baptist freshman Andy Crowley. Crowley, who was named All-PacWest first team as an outfielder, had an outstanding season. And Crowley's out of Highland, California. And we mentioned his stats earlier, but he hit .394 in 48 games played, 43 starts, 37 runs scored, 63 base hits, 9 doubles, couple of triples, 2 homers, 35 RBIs, and 8 stolen bases. An outstanding season. Congratulations to Andy Crowley, the Freshman of the Year. The Newcomer of the Year award, it goes to a sophomore, junior, or senior in the Pacific West Conference who is making their inaugural appearance in the conference. So if it's a transfer, so somebody that hasn't played before and doesn't have freshman eligibility, they are eligible. Athletes that transfer within the conference are not eligible for an award like this, but it's basically a newcomer to the conference. And this year, because of the voting, there was a tie, so we actually have co-newcomers of the year. Derek Mendoza from Grand Canyon University will share the honor with Kevin Odom of California Baptist University. And ironically, they're both from Arizona, both from nearby. Mendoza, we spoke about a little bit earlier, out of Mesa, Arizona, Red Mountain High School, and Kevin Odom from Casa Grande, Arizona, Casa Grande Union High School, and both of them had outstanding seasons. Mendoza is an outfielder for Grand Canyon. We mentioned he had .407 on the season, and then also Kevin Odom is a second baseman, and he was an All-PacWest first-team choice at second base. He had .374. The Pitcher of the Year award goes to the all-conference pitcher who receives the most votes. So there's actually not a separate vote for that. It's just who gets the most votes among pitchers that are nominated for All-PacWest. And this season, it's probably no surprise, John Bengard from California Baptist University wins the honor. Bengard dominating most of this season on the mound. He had a 10-2 record, as we mentioned earlier, a 3.18 earned run average. He started 12 games, had 13 appearances, had 1 complete game this year. He tossed 73.2 innings. He allowed 26 earned runs, struck out 65 batters, allowed just 9 extra base hits the entire season, and opponents managed to hit just .230 against him. So John Bengard, the Pacific West Conference Pitcher of the Year. And now the final awards, the Player of the Year. And we've talked about this as being unusual because it's never happened. The PacWest has had co-Players of the Year before, but in a dead heat, they've never had Tri-Players of the Year award. And no matter how you cut the votes, they were exactly the same for these 3 players. So we actually have 3 players sharing the honor. And it's the first time that's ever happened in any of the Pacific West Conference awards in any sport, and these athletes do deserve it. The first one is Joe Andrade from Dixie State College of Utah, a catcher. He's a senior out of Yuma, Arizona, San Luis High School, and he is the All-PacWest first-team catcher, so he's one of the 3 players of the year. Joe hit .330 in 49 games. He started 48, 28 runs scored, 58 base hits, 15 doubles, 4 homers, 44 RBIs, and an outstanding season, a .988 fielding percentage, committed just 2 errors the entire season. The second honor goes to a designated hitter, and Matt Marnotti from California Baptist University, and Marnotti was the All-PacWest first-team designated hitter. And again, Marnotti this year, an outstanding season, .366 batting average, 50 games, 50 starts, 71 base hits, 49 runs scored, 23 doubles, 3 homers, 51 RBIs. He drew 17 walks. He had 11 stolen bases, had a .412 on base percentage, and a slugging mark of .531. So congratulations to Matt Marnotti. And then Michael Pomeroy from Grand Canyon University out of Peoria, Arizona, Centennial High School, All-PacWest first-team choice, and he was the other Tri-Player of the Year. Pomeroy, a .422 batting average and 50 starts, 45 runs scored, 79 base hits, 14 doubles, 28 RBIs, 8 stolen bases, and an outstanding season. So Joe Andrade, Matt Marnotti, and Michael Pomeroy are named the PacWest Tri-Players of the Year. Next week, we do want to give a quick shout-out to the golf. Kyle Chappelle from Dixie State College of Utah and the Grand Canyon University men's golf team have advanced to the NCAA Division II National Championships at the Sports Festival in Louisville, Kentucky. They will be joined there by Hawaii Pacific University and BYU Hawaii for women's tennis. Both those teams will be competing also at the Sports Festival for the Division II National Championships. Joe, for the PacWest Magazine Radio, we will talk to you next week, and we'll talk to our fans next week. Thanks for listening.
Sounds great. Signing